always said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He leaves it with his back. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
It's just not easy to bring this guy down, is it? He is so dangerous once he gets the ball in his hands, and it makes me think back to old great Seminole running backs like Warwick Dunn, Travis Minor, a guy that I used to play against. How about Dalvin Cook even? Just guys that could make the first guy miss, and then they were able to just explode and burst and take it the distance. This guy right here, he is a unique talent.
Back to pass, it's Sperry. Got his man. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do, but over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
The pull and throw off the RPO. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
The Seminoles back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. This crowd knows when to bring it. To the air, it's Berry. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical, and then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds his man. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. A little release to the back. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this 4-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? And here comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. So they put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. They'll run the toss. Got room to work. Breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. A first down run in the red zone. They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Back to throw, it's Berry. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, no!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Michigan left little doubt. You know, this version of the Maize and Blue can hang with any of the teams of the past, and remember, this is a program with multiple national titles. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Lewis wants to pass. That's caught. It's Riley. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
Looking for a deep man. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. The short hands, it's Barber. Racing to the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And QBs love their big tight ends, especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggum receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
From inside the 10, here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Pretty good job of running to get there to the 32.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Pulls it in, it's Montgomery. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Send the tight end in motion. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Seminoles are flying down the field. This quarterback part of their running game. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, but he just decided to take it.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. The Noles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Toss sweep to the right. Run out of bounds. They'll spot him at the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
And the Seminoles trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Lewis to throw. He lets one fly deep. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He'll pull it down and run. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them. Calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart. Understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that 1st down marker is. Great job going to get that 1st down, new set of downs.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Swings it out to the flat. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Seminoles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Sperry. Got it in the middle, it's Montgomery. Down to the 26-yard line where the tackle is made. Pickup of 5 and a 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the defense tried to cheat a little space and get in that neutral zone, but it's still first and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the D denied them on second and goal. Now on the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Florida State. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused, made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Here's the handoff. He has the first and still on his feet. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Noles will boot it away to start the second half. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
He wants to change this route. Lewis wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon. You got to find him in the passing game.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, they make it look good and cover up for him. All those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that would hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires left. He's got it. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football, early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Gonna take a shot. Got it inside the 10. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Lewis to throw. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. Anytime a wide receiver makes a big play like that, images of Peter Warwick start flashing in Seminoles' heads.
And, man, just that time, that era with Bobby Bowden and those offenses, you just think about high-flying, every position, game breakers. And I think of swag, Reese. Just guys that I know I could throw to the outside that had swag, that could take it to the house, make big plays.
You want to talk about flipping the script. They just did that with a huge play, and now they've got it 1st and 10 in plus territory. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Looking to throw it, Sperry. Oh, they're after him. Complete to the right. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a 1st down.
That's a bang-bang play, 3-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. And the Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Touchdown, Noles! And the punishment has been extended.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game 1. Blowout win looking like in game 2. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Is Colorado ready for prime time or what? Ralphie and company are running away with this one right now. They're up 14 over Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Lewis wants to pass. Got a man. It's Barber. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Wiley. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. He was just a breath from taking that one all the way, and he'll run that momentum right into the 4th quarter. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play.
Georgia, 7.
They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to throw it again. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's incomplete, and he's lucky to get that one back, almost intercepted.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
The quick out. They'll immediately call timeout.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
The Dogs come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Lewis to throw. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll give it to the back. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of 1st downs. I need 2 1st downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Tight end now in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun. Wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
So you're saying there's a chance, Reese. I know it's not a big chance, but you got the ball back now. Maybe your offense can get hot. You can create some turnovers, maybe get an onside kick. Who knows? I'm saying there's a chance.
Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Georgia going up tempo.
1st and goal, Georgia.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Trying to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Georgia. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Lewis wants to pass. Quickly complete. Stopped short. They'll bring him down at the 1. He just couldn't get it in. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Great place to start for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Got enough for the 1st down. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Man, this is a punch to the gut. When you know you're losing, and you know you got to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the football, and they still run the football down your throat, it's been that kind of day for this defense.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Wide receiver going in motion. On the option. Can't get him to the ground. And another broken tackle. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Touchdown Seminoles! And the pummeling has started.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Lewis to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, fourth quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it. The defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Right on target this time.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Steps away. He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Barber. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And the Dogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Lewis wants to pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Fires into the end zone. And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Catch in the middle, it's Osborne. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the fourth quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game, being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Hand off from the shotgun. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types of upsets, but this one is a shocker that might go on the list of all-timers.
Dude, huge win. Like, you can't say enough about being a team with a considerable talent disadvantage. Like, you're the underdog for a reason. You go with, this is a top 10 team you're playing against. Like, everything says you shouldn't win, but Palmer, they came out and they absolutely took care of business.
Yeah, they showed up in the biggest moment. You got to give these players a ton of credit. They may not be as talented as their opponent, but this was a game and an opportunity that they took advantage of. They made the plays they needed to make. They put the rest of college football on alert with this win. This is one these fans will be talking about for years and years to come.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.